Hello. Uh, Hi, my name is Rajiv Wadhwa. I am the General Manager at IESA, and thank you all for coming to this roadshow for Electropreneur Park, where we are looking for the 10 early stage startups to incubate in the Electropreneur Park, which is an incubation center focused on electronics hardware. Without wasting too much time, I would like to invite our chairman, Mr. Vinay Shenoy, to tell you about basically to welcome you and tell you about something about the project to start with.
Thank you, Rajiv. I'll do without the mic, and I don't think I need the pointer. Uh, Warm welcome to the Electropreneur Park Roadshow. First, the motivation, why concept of an Electropreneur Park? Over the last few years, you would have noticed that the deal flow within the venture capital as well as the private equity industry has been pretty good. Unfortunately, most of the fund has been flowing towards e-commerce companies, have been going towards companies that are not necessarily technology driven, are primarily scale up driven. While that is essential to develop the community and the economic development is important for the economic development, we said make in India as a theme to move innovation, engineering, and manufacturing to India, which has been the core of over the last few years from the various governments that we've had. Uh, However, we noticed just about 7% of the total funding goes to technology startups. And this is the report from a variety of venture capital firms, whether it's pre-seed, early stage, or even growth funding. There was a need felt, one as an ISA, as an association, to really nurture the large number of people who have a startup aspiration in this country. We look at the engineering community focusing on product development and technology driven, whether it's semiconductors or electronics. We talk about 15 to 20,000 engineers that have been working since 1985. While we know a lot about IT and IT enabled services, but the product engineering services industry is also as old, though not as large as in scale. I would say about 18 to 20,000 engineers do reside, and with 20-25 years of experience behind them, from youngsters as well as with experienced people, there is a good enough resource available for starting up technology companies in India. The biggest challenge has been, one, how much do the venture capitalists understand what is involved in a technology startup and how different is it from a company that is investing to scale up, going from 1 million subscribers to 10 million subscribers with a massive marketing spend. Vis-a-vis a technology company that has to invest less in the first 2 years in, first of all, de-risking the technology that they are developing, promoting, standardizing, and then going to the market involves a significant amount of investment, but the gestation period is also very large. Do the venture capitalists have the appetite in India to wait for such a period of time and still be able to handle the technology risks? In the California Bay Area, of course, this is very prevalent. There's a good balance between scale-up opportunities vis-a-vis technology-driven companies. But within India, we have noticed that the venture capitalists are predominantly focused towards the easier way to make money and exit, and technology has been suffering. So we said, why should not a special focus be put on encouraging technology startups in this country and at least give it a fillip to overcome some of the limitations and the high threshold that has been created to succeed in the technology startup space. So, KT, Ministry of IT, STPI, and ISA, along with CMR, got together, and we said we have to somehow break this chasm. And that is where the concept of an Electropreneur Park was born. With the primary intent to stimulate and promote technology startups in India, and technology, I mean primarily electronics, as a strong focus. The market need not be in India, but primarily technology driven companies and entrepreneurs who are struggling to get funding, at least even to take an idea from a concept to even prototyping. Even the amount of money required at that stage is very difficult to come by for many of the entrepreneurs in the technology space. So Electropreneur Park focuses or has been conceived with a specific focus to fund or provide incubation space or provide any promotional support to entrepreneurs who have a bright idea and need support to take it to a prototype stage, which is when the concept is a little more mature, thereby enabling them to secure additional funding, whether it's for pre-seed or seed at that point in time, through normal venture capital route. So the early stage is when we need to nurture these entrepreneurs very well. Now, you may say, so what's the big deal about incubation center? There are incubation centers spread across the country, whether it's from a private enterprise or from a public enterprise. So Electropreneur Park has been set up not just as an infrastructure or a shell that provides desks, provides you with some secretarial services, provides you with IT infrastructure. That is definitely provided here as the basic infrastructure. However, what has been added on top is mentoring support from leaders in the industry so that the startups are well directed to succeed. So mentoring support from industry leaders is built into the value proposition of an Electropreneur Park. That's number one. Second, establishment of a professional CEO and an organization that will ensure the success or success rate of the incubatees in the Electropreneur Park, but by providing them with variety of services as well as providing them with the exposure, because the mentors only come in when they need, but there is an ongoing support needed, and also creating good exits for the Electropreneur Park, also to get additional funding required by the incubatees. And by establishing a professional CEO organization within the Electropreneur Park, we have created 2 additional layers of services on top of the basic incubation facility for the Electropreneur Park. We started this about 8-9 months ago, and through a normal national advertisement, we invited applications from various entrepreneurs, and over the next couple of months we got nearly 300 plus applications from various entrepreneurs, and which eventually we shortlisted and finally selected 7 incubators in the first 1 year of the concept being set up in Delhi. We chose Delhi University South Campus as the first location for our Electropreneur Park, and in this context we talk about Delhi South Campus Electropreneur Park. 7 incubators have been identified. Now Electropreneur Park is in its final stage before we roll it out and announce, and also start the second round of invitations for incubators. The overall goal, success factor for us as an EP is to nurture 50 startups over a 5-year period. That's 10 startups every year, and if this model of course succeeds, there is a very high likelihood that we will extend it to other cities also in a concept similar to Electropreneur Park. So let me stop here. A lot of hard work has gone in between the visioning of Ministry of IT and STPI and the funding from STPI, and the implementation partners IESA and CMR have been working very hard to get this concept up and running and rolling, and keep it as transparent as possible to various entrepreneurs. And it's been a good ride so far, and we are hopeful that this concept will become very successful and will create a role model for similar concepts to be extended in other parts of the country. So with this I will end here, and again from the ISA team, we've had very serious participation in driving this, because initiatives like this always have some hurdles. It's not easy to bring in a concept. Even simple things like if you have to provide common test measurement and qualification infrastructure to the technology companies, what kind of equipment do you need to provide so that the small companies don't have to make their own investments? So, and especially when you don't have a good understanding of what kind of startups will you actually be able to invite. So a lot of thought has gone in, consultation with various other semiconductor companies and electronics companies. So I think a job very well done so far from the various members, CMR and IESA, as well as good support from STPI. And I look forward to further more detailed presentations as we go forward, and we'll be open to any questions you may have at the end of this roadshow. So thank you very much. Sure.
I think Electropreneur Park is at New Delhi, I think.
New Delhi University South Campus.
Yeah, IIT, I think.
Delhi University.
Delhi University campus. Now, an entrepreneur, he has to go to Delhi, he has to relocate to Delhi or something.
Yes, he has to incubate here.
He has to incubate there. That's the only problem.
But to respond to your point, that's what Vinay mentioned.
Yeah.
Based on this project, we are looking at setting up in different parts of the
We
country.
may expand later.
One in each region.
So this is the first of its kind at this point in time. You have to pilot somewhere.
Correct.
You cannot scale up in 10 different locations when the concept itself is not proven. So you
In fact,
start.
but from Acharya Institute, we did offer some space also. We said we are ready to offer any space or building in case it is to be set up.
Okay. So could be an opportunity for where we expand further.
Yes, we will take that.
Definitely.
So follow-up question on that. Out of the 7 selected companies, how many are outside of Delhi?
I think we'll come to that part later.
That
We
will
will share
detail
various
the
details
presentation
with you.
You'll get the details.
But there is a propensity for the local companies to utilize because it's almost when you have a concept of 4 or 5 people participating in a new concept development to really go to Delhi, it's of course difficult. But if you have
3 companies are outside of it.
and you are saying
Out
already,
of 7.
despite that, 3 companies are still
So that will answer
expressed
the
an
question.
interest.
Attractive enough to go and relocate to Delhi.
Correct.
One question. Now the startup policy is out. So what is the relationship with this park and the new startup policy? Will you help us to?
Can we take the questions and then dedicate?
After, I think
You
some
hear
of-
everybody and then let's have it.
some of them will get answered as you see the other presentations. That's our
But
request.
definitely an interesting point. Is there a policy?
No, government
Startup India Action
I think
Plan.
there is a Q&A session for Q&A session at the end of the presentation, so we would encourage if the questions can be asked there, because that's what I mean, it's not only the presentation, we want to make it more interactive, so there is a 45 minutes Q&A session which is going to happen.
Okay.
You want to wait till then.
But don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep. Hang on to your question. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So as Vinay has said the overall objective of the park and what was the thinking which went behind setting up of Electropreneur Park. So we would now like to go into the specific details of the Electropreneur Park project as to what is the project. So we have some speakers from STPI, IESA, Mr. Pradeep Gupta from Cyber Media area. So I will invite them one by one to go into the details. So first I invite Mahadisha to brief about the role of STPI in ESDM incubation. Over to you. That will be your presentation.
So good afternoon, everybody. I think after lunch we are taking this time to understanding about this Electropreneur Park. Electropreneur Park, I think is very interesting for all of us at this right time. And as Mr. Vinay Shanai has actually briefly pointed out and set up a context for this kind of a presentation, and this is to make it more interactive session rather kind of taking you through the presentation. I see all of you know that we have a big agenda that Make in India. So the very great reason is that we all know that in day-to-day life we use mobiles or television media or anything. For that actually we rely on a lot of importing of electronics. And as a result of that consumer the buying because of the appetite of the consumers, the rate of imports of electronic goods in India is actually increasing at a rapid pace. So to make this production, which is happening right from India, which is we are actually known for the talent hub and one of the startup capital of the global area. I think we are at the right stage to start up from the perspective of how government can enable this kind of ecosystem to progress well. So let me brief before that. Coming to the Electropreneur Park, I think some of the other colleagues also, my peer representative also talking about more insight into the Electropreneur Park. Let me give a small introduction about STPI first. So I think most of you know about STPI.